few news stories for you. Firstly, Somalia's foreign minister is in Ethiopia. He's visiting Ethiopia after Ethiopia appointed an ambassador to Somaliland. And he delivered a message to Ethiopian government because Somalia says that Somaliland is part of Somalia. Secondly, viewers, today funeral ceremony of another ENDF colonel was held. Second such ceremony in less than a week. We have a new story from Sikota where the ceremony funeral program was held. Thirdly, some new stories from Tigray where second flight of ICRC landed in Mekelle today, and some more stories from Tigray. Firstly, viewers, Abdi Said Muse Ali is Foreign Minister of Somalia. He arrived in Ethiopia today. He held a meeting with Demake Mekonnen, his counterpart, Ethiopian Foreign Minister. What did he say in this meeting? Why did he arrive in Ethiopia today? What is the purpose of this visit? Well, the purpose is very clear, viewers. Yesterday, Ethiopia appointed ambassador to Somaliland. It was a step towards recognition of Somaliland as a country because no country has appointed an ambassador to Somaliland. All countries have their council generals in Somaliland. Earlier, we saw Somaliland's president visiting Ethiopia a few days ago. So, definitely, Ethiopia's Somaliland ties are strengthening, and Ethiopia could recognize Somaliland as a country. That is why today Somalia's foreign minister visited Ethiopia. What did he say? The statement which has been issued says that the two countries, the statement issued by Somali foreign minister, it says the two countries should respect sovereignty, territorial integrity, political independence, and unity of each other. Somalia is asking that Ethiopia should respect its sovereignty, territorial integrity, political independence, and unity. What does it mean? Of course, it means that Ethiopia should not consider recognizing Somaliland as a country. Though Ethiopian government said that today's meeting between Somali and Ethiopian foreign ministers was related to upcoming African Union's meeting in Addis Ababa. But the real purpose of this visit is growing ties between Ethiopia and Somaliland. Somalia is not comfortable with the growing ties between Ethiopia and Somaliland because Ethiopia could recognize Somaliland in coming days or months. Now, second news story is about a funeral ceremony of another ENDF colonel. 2 days ago, I told you about the funeral ceremony of Colonel Yeshivir Adane, an ENDF colonel who was killed on Dasi Kambolcha front. He fought there, he was injured there. Today, another Ethiopian colonel's funeral ceremony was held. His name is Colonel Amare Molla, and he fought on Kobo front. He was leading 12th Matimma Division of Ethiopian National Defense Force. His funeral ceremony was held in Sikota at a church. And the funeral gathering was seen near Sikota because his dead body was taken from Kobo to Sikota. Second funeral ceremony of an Ethiopian military officer in less than a week. Lastly, viewers, some news stories from Tigray. Firstly, today, second flight of ICRC, International Committee of Red Cross, carrying medical aid landed in Tigray today. And other good news for the patients, for the doctors of Tigray, because there is dire need of medical supplies in Tigray. ICRC says it will continue such flights for delivery of medical aid to Tigray. Secondly, UK's permanent mission at the UN just an hour ago released a statement. UK's permanent mission at the UN says that in Tigray, the number of people who are in famine is more than the number of people in famine in the entire world. Millions of people are in dire need of aid in Tigray. UN Security Council is due to meet in coming hours about humanitarian crisis in Ethiopia to discuss this crisis and the crisis in the world. We'll update you in coming hours about that. Lastly, viewers, today Tigray's Health Bureau released a report. Tigray's Health Bureau says that between July and October last year, 5,000 persons died in Tigray due to some circumstances which were avoidable, like lack of medicine, like lack of other medical items. This is the report compiled by Tigray's Healthcare Bureau. So it says that these deaths could have been avoided if the hospitals had enough supplies of medical aid. So a good step that at least ICRC, International Committee of Red Cross, is stepping up its efforts to supply Tigray with medical aid supplies. Overall, Tigray is still under siege. Other aid is not arriving. I mean, food items, because fighting is now spreading in several waradas of our region. And by air, you cannot transport huge amounts of aid because Tigray needs 100 trucks of aid on daily basis. That is the estimate given by aid agencies. So you cannot transport this much aid to Tigray by air on daily basis. But at least flights carrying aid should start, which have not started. We're only seeing ICRC flights carrying medical aid, medical supplies. Other flights, WFP flights, they have not started so far, which could provide food and the items to the people of Tigray who are in need. Thank you for watching.